everyone, my name is Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about cost benefit analysis. In environmental economics, we use cost benefit analysis in order to know worth of any project by comparing total expected cost of project and benefit from project. In cost, we not only include expenditure done by project owner but also include any damage done to environment. For example, project work or factories cause of environmental pollution. Pollution is cost for society. This cost we also include in total cost of project. Similar in benefit, we not only include direct benefit which goes to project owner, but also include positive effect of this project on society. For example, project owner planting trees on their property and people are enjoying it free. This will be called benefit to society due to this project. This benefit we also include in total benefit of project. While approving any project, government make comparison between total cost of project and total expected benefit of project. If benefit exceed than cost, then government give approval for this project, otherwise not. Cost of project divided into two parts, internal plus external. Internal cost means the expenditure directly done by project owner. For example, expenditure on labor, expenditure of rent, raw material, machinery. External cost means cost imposed on unrelated third party. For example, your project work or factory cause of environmental pollution, health issue, noise, traffic congestion. This cost also include in total cost of project. Similar benefit also divided into two parts, internal benefit plus external benefit. Internal benefit means a direct satisfaction received by consumer or producer. External benefit means benefit which enjoyed by a third party who don't pay for it. For example, you gave first aid training to your employees. People, those who are not employees of your company, also taking benefit of this training. These benefit will be called external benefit, and external benefit also include in total benefit of project. Net present value. Net present value is the gold standard for deciding whether a project like building a wind farm or preserving wetland is worth to invest or not. Basically, we use net present value in order to know worth of any project. And this is formula to calculate net present value. Here BT is benefit from project in year T. CT is the cost of project in year T. R is the social discount rate. Discounting rate is reverse of interest rate. For example, interest rate tell you how much your money will grow in future, but discounting rate tell you how much your future amount of money worth right now. So discounting rate is a reverse of interest rate and R represent social discount rate. N is this one lifespan of a project. If net present value is more than 0, that means your project will be efficient and profitable. You can invest on it, otherwise not. Net social welfare from project equal to consumer surplus plus producer surplus. Marginal social benefit, marginal social cost. This part belongs to consumer surplus, this part belongs to producer surplus. Is equilibrium point where marginal social benefit equal to marginal social cost which maximized consumer and producer surplus. So this is efficient condition. When marginal social benefit more than marginal social cost, it will give benefit to both consumer as well as producer. So it worth to invest on this project. But when marginal social cost is more than marginal social benefit, that means it will give loss to both producer as well as consumer. So it is not worth to invest on this project. In cost benefit analysis, we use cost of environmental goods, but environmental goods don't have any price tag. That's why I use shadow pricing. Shadow pricing assign monetary value to environmental resources that don't have any standard of pricing. First method to assign shadow pricing for environmental goods is contingent valuation method. Here we directly ask from people how much money they are willing to pay for specific type of environmental goods. For example, how much money they are willing to pay for fresh air. Under hedonic valuation method, while deciding price of property, we include both environmental factor as well as non-environmental factor. Under traveling cost method, we want to know value of a recreational site by knowing number of visitor and how much entry fee they are willing to pay. Steps in cost benefit analysis. First of all, identify project and see all future scope of this project. After that, identify all cost and benefit that associated with this project. After that, quantify and monetize. That means assign monetary value to environmental goods. So for example, do one survey and ask people how much money they are willing to pay for specific environmental goods. Then use net present value method. We have already discussed about this. If net present value is more than 0, that means your project is profitable. After that, you do sensitivity or risk analysis. We use sensitivity and risk analysis to know how different value of independent variable like input influence our dependent variable like output. After that, make a final recommendation based on all these things, whether you want to invest on this project or not. Criticism. According to this, we should assign monetary value to environmental goods, but there are so many environmental goods which we cannot assign monetary value. Means it is impossible to measure all environmental goods in terms of money. This analysis just simplify complex environmental system, but in reality, environmental system is not so simple. According to this, ask people how much they are willing to pay for environmental goods. Rich people will willing to pay more, but poor people will willing to pay less. So this is not correct measurement of environmental goods. This analysis neglect equity and distribution, and using discounting rate under net present value is not appropriate. So this is all about today's video. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.